Hi, Jo here from Minerva. Just a very quick tutorial for you today on a whip stitch, which is a stitch that we'll use for turning up hems. Some people call it a slip stitch, some people call it a whip stitch, and there's a couple of ways you can do it. The way that I'm going to show you today, which is to whip and to see your stitches, or you can do the same technique but you can run your needle underneath the seam allowance and then you can hide everything. But actually, if it's for a hem and you want to maybe take it out and adjust it for children's trousers or clothes that you're not sure if you're happy with the length before you've got your shoes, then it's the perfect hand sewing technique. I've used this technique on my jumpsuit. This is a jumpsuit from Burda. It's got a tie waist, big oversized belt loops and a zip down the back, and of course pockets. And I've used the whip stitch slip stitch technique on the hems of my trousers. I'm hemming my jumpsuit now. I've just tried it on and I'm taking quite a deep hem and I'm going to hand sew it, not top stitch it, because I'll probably wear this for casual times where I wear flat sandals, but I'm going to slip stitch the hems in case I want to let them down if I wear them with heels for a different event. It's just a little hem tip that somebody told me, and it really gives your clothes a bit more longevity and a bit more versatility. This method's particularly good for trouser bottoms, and it's particularly good if you're sewing up or rehemming children's school wear or children's wear, because as they grow you can whip that out really quickly and easily without having to stab at it with an unpicker, and you can rehem them at a different length. So there's a lot of fabric there. There is this and the same again. So there's 7 centimeters allowance there, and it actually weights the trouser down quite nicely, which is useful if you've got a floaty fabric and you want to weight down the trousers. If you like to hem your items by hand, then I'll show you a whip stitch that you can use for that. So if you're right-handed, you have the garment on your right and the hem on your left. And you're going to pick up a tiny thread from the garment, not much, just one. Then go through the hem allowance. Don't pull it tight, otherwise you'll get puckers on the right side. Pick up another tiny bit of hem, and it can be quite far apart because you're just slip stitching this in place. So pick up tiny thread and then some hem, and you will get those whip stitches running along the edge of your hem. Now it's quite good, this stitch, because it's only just taken some of the garment. So on this jumpsuit I've decided not to top stitch the hem down but to whip stitch it, because I will mostly be wearing it, I think, as a casual item with sandals or pumps. But if I did want to wear it with heels for something, I could let the hem down, hand hem it, and then turn it back up. So I would get a different leg length for a different shoe. I mean, it's quite a commitment, but if you want a particular outfit for a particular occasion, or a particular shoe that you've got and you don't want to go and get more shoes, which is a good thing, then you can just rehem your trousers to a different length. So there you will see from the wrong side you have this sort of row of slip stitches, and from the right side you might see tiny little dots. If you can see the thread, then you're taking too much of the fabric. So try and get just like 1 or 2 wefts from the weave on the wrong side. You press the hem and it will be invisible. Thank you very much for watching. Do call back again for more tutorials soon. And in the meantime, head over to Minerva to take a look at our Minerva Makers projects and all the products that we have on offer.